family proud.
Make my family proud. You will always be more than enough, Mirabel. You are the reason the magic is still alive. I needed you then, and I need you now.
You've discovered the truth of our family's past. Looking on our vibrant walls.
The story of Encanto captured millions of hearts with its colorful animation, powerful music, and heartfelt message about family, love, and the acceptance of imperfections. After the magical casita was restored and the Madrigal family healed from years of unspoken pressures and expectations, fans wondered what would come next for Mirabel, Isabella, Luisa, Bruno, and the entire enchanted family. Encanto 2. Magic Awakens takes audiences back into the vibrant Colombian village where the extraordinary madrigals live. But this time the stakes are higher, the music even more ambitious, and the emotional journey deeper. The sequel aims to explore what happens when newfound harmony is challenged by a force unlike anything the family has ever encountered. The world of Encanto is about to expand beyond the valley that once kept them safe, introducing new characters, new magic, and new conflicts that redefine what it means to be truly gifted. In this new chapter, the Madrigals begin by enjoying the peace they worked so hard to rebuild. Mirabel is finally recognized as the heart of the family, not for any magical ability, but for her compassion and resilience. She plays an important role in keeping everyone united, ensuring the casita stays lively, and helping Abuela Alma see the value of every family member equally. Isabella, once obsessed with perfection, now embraces her creativity and allows her plants to grow wildly in brilliant, unpredictable shapes. Luisa has learned to balance her strength with rest. Bruno has found comfort in returning to the family fold, and Antonio's bond with animals is stronger than ever. The casita itself is alive with more personality than before, responding to the family's laughter, music, and love. Everything seems perfect, until signs begin to appear that the miracle is shifting in unexpected ways. One evening, Mirabel notices strange glowing cracks forming on the casita's walls, similar to the ones that once appeared when the magic was dying. This time, however, the cracks are not caused by internal family conflict, but by something external, an energy coming from beyond the mountains that surround the village. Bruno's visions return stronger than ever, and in one particularly chilling prophecy, he sees a storm of golden fire sweeping toward the Encanto, threatening not only the miracle but the entire valley. His cryptic words send the family into a spiral of worry, and Abuela Alma fears history is repeating itself. But Mirabel believes this is not a curse, but a sign that the magic of the candle is changing, evolving, and awakening in ways they do not yet understand. Soon, strange phenomena begin to happen all over the village. Isabella's plants grow in dazzling new forms that seem to have a mind of their own. Dolores begins to hear voices from far beyond the mountains, whispers from places she never could before. Antonio communicates with animals that arrive in the village from unfamiliar lands, creatures no one has ever seen. Even Luisa feels her strength fluctuating, sometimes greater than before and sometimes vanishing completely. The magic is unstable, unpredictable, and dangerous. Mirabel realizes that the miracle is no longer confined to their family. It is spreading outward, calling to something beyond their valley. To protect their home, the Madrigals must journey into the unknown, far from the safety of their hidden paradise. The cast of returning voices brings warmth and familiarity to the sequel. Stephanie Beatriz reprises her role as Mirabel, delivering humor, determination, and heart. John Leguizamo returns as Bruno, infusing the character with his nervous energy and lovable quirks. Jessica Darrow brings Luisa back to life with her mix of strength and vulnerability, while Diane Guerrero continues as Isabella with more depth and emotional range. Adassa returns as Dolores, offering both comic relief and a more prominent role as her powers evolve. Mauro Castillo once again voices Felix, bringing joy and rhythm to every scene, while Carolina Gayton and Angie Cepeda reprise Peppa and Julieta, continuing to balance their roles as loving sisters and mothers. Maria Cecilia Botero returns as Abuela Alma, softened yet still carrying the weight of leadership. The voice cast is enriched by new additions, including fresh characters from the outside world who play critical roles in the family's journey. The plot takes a sweeping turn as the Madrigals leave their valley for the first time in decades. Guided by Bruno's visions and Mirabel's intuition, the family follows a trail of magical disturbances leading through jungles, rivers, and mountains. Along the way, they encounter new communities, some blessed with their own unique forms of magic, and others fearful of it. These interactions expand the mythology of Encanto, suggesting that the miracle of the Madrigals is not unique, but part of a greater network of magic rooted in history and tradition. The Madrigals begin to realize that their candle was only one spark in a much larger flame, and the balance of this magic across the world is now threatened by a mysterious force seeking to consume it. The antagonist of Encanto 2 is not a person but a phenomenon, an ancient magical imbalance caused by centuries of misuse and neglect. The golden storm Bruno foresaw represents a surge of uncontrolled energy, feeding on powerful gifts and leaving destruction in its path. As the family learns more, they discover that their miracle is connected to the spirits of their ancestors and the sacrifices that created the Encanto in the first place. The past and present collide, forcing each Madrigal to confront their deepest fears and insecurities once again, but also giving them the chance to grow stronger than ever. Mirabel, still without a traditional gift, becomes the key to restoring balance because she alone carries the ability to connect the magic of her family to the greater world without being consumed by power. Her heart, empathy, and courage are her gifts, and they may be the only things strong enough to save the Encanto. The film is filled with vibrant new songs that expand on the musical legacy of the first film. Upbeat ensemble numbers showcase the chaos of unstable powers, comedic duets reveal the lighter side of magical mishaps, and emotional ballads explore the family's doubts and hopes. A standout track features Mirabel and Abuela Alma finally singing together, bridging generations and healing the last remnants of unspoken pain. Another number introduces the new magical communities the Madrigals encounter, each with distinct musical styles inspired by different regions and traditions. The music blends seamlessly with the story, enhancing the emotional stakes and painting the world with even richer colors. As the journey progresses, the Madrigals face trials that test their unity. Louisa fears losing her strength again and questions her worth without it. Isabella struggles with the uncontrollable nature of her powers, afraid she might harm those she loves. Dolores feels overwhelmed by the endless voices, longing for peace and quiet. Bruno wrestles with guilt over his visions, believing they bring only pain. Abuela Alma fears she has once again failed to protect her family. Yet through every hardship, Mirabel reminds them that their true power lies not in perfection, but in their bond as a family. Slowly, they learn to embrace the unpredictable nature of their evolving gifts, turning instability into strength. The climax takes place as the golden storm descends upon the valley of the Encanto. The Casita, alive and determined, fights to protect the family, but its walls begin to crumble once more. The village gathers around, terrified, as the Madrigals step forward together. In a breathtaking sequence of music, light, and animation, each family member uses their unstable powers in harmony, channeling them into a brilliant display that transforms the storm into something beautiful. At the center, Mirabel holds the candle, which reignites with a new flame, brighter than ever before. The miracle does not just restore itself, it expands, spreading throughout the valley, the jungle, and beyond, ensuring that magic is no longer confined but shared. The ending is both triumphant and tender. The Madrigals return home to a casita that has grown alongside them, larger, brighter, and filled with even more personality. The village thrives, strengthened by the realization that magic is not a secret to hide, but a gift to share responsibly. The family gathers for a celebration filled with music, dance, and laughter, their love stronger than ever. In the final moments, Mirabel gazes out at the mountains, sensing that the world is vast and full of wonders yet to be discovered. The camera pans outward, showing the Encanto glowing like a beacon of hope, its magic awakened and alive for generations to come. The release of Encanto 2. Magic Awakens is set for November 21, 2025, timed perfectly for the holiday season. Disney positions the film as both a continuation of a beloved story and an expansion of its magical universe, promising breathtaking animation, unforgettable music, and a message that resonates across cultures. Audiences of all ages can look forward to a journey that celebrates family, identity, and the boundless possibilities of magic. The trailer begins with soft notes of a familiar melody, showing Mirabel walking through the village, smiling as children play and music fills the air. Her voice narrates, "We thought the miracle was safe, we thought it was ours alone, but magic has a way of surprising us." The screen flickers with images of glowing cracks, animals stamping, and the casita trembling. Bruno whispers, "It's coming," as a vision flashes of a golden storm. Dramatic music swells as shots of each madrigal struggling with their unstable gifts flash by. Isabella cries out as her plants spiral wildly. Lewisa stumbles as her strength falters, and Dolores covers her ears from overwhelming voices. Mirabel reaches for the candle as its flame flickers, and then the title appears. Encanto 2, Magic Awakens. The trailer ends with a flash of color and light. A final shot of Mirabel holding the candle aloft as the casita rebuilds itself once again, leaving audiences eager for what lies ahead.